Hello, this is Gamal Hassan Ibrahim, and in this video we're gonna get to know what is meant by the Common Core State Standards, or CCSS. This video is prepared and presented by me, Gamal Hassan Ibrahim. Let's get started. So, first of all, we need to know what are the Common Core State Standards. This is a very important question to be answered. So, the Common Core State Standards, CCSS. So first of all, we must know that the abbreviation CCSS stands for the Common Core State Standards. So the Common Core State Standards are a set of academic standards in English language arts, mathematics, science, and in all subjects that outline what students in kindergarten through 12th grade should know and be able to do at each grade level. So, my friends, we know that American schools can be found everywhere in the world. And those standards are made to ensure that for every and each grade level and for all subjects, students across all over the world must meet and must acquire some skills for each and every grade level and for each and every subjects. For example, if we consider a student in grade 1, so by the end of grade 1, students must, for example, in mathematics, they must identify whole numbers and how to identify place value and how to just know the relationships between ones and tens. And also for students in grade 1, by the end of this grade level, they must be able to solve problems related to subtractions and addition. This is in mathematics, for example. In English, also those students by the end of grade 1 level, they must be able to identify characters, settings, and main and major events in any story they study. Okay, these are some skills that must be met by any student in grade 1 for any American school all over the world, regardless of the location of the school. Okay, so these standards were developed by a group of education experts from across the United States. So being made and developed by education experts means that those standards are of a very high and a very good quality and must be met all over the world. Okay, and those standards were first introduced in 2010. Okay, so we're going to move to another question. So what are the goals of the Common Core State Standards? The goals of the Common Core State Standards are to ensure that all students, regardless of their location, have a consistent and high-quality education that prepares them for college, career, and life. The standards emphasize critical thinking, problem solving, and analytical skills, as well as the ability to effectively communicate and collaborate. So these skills are not only meant to just let the students know some sets of rules and some information or some pieces of information for each grade level, but they ensure that students can think critically, can solve problems, and can analyze any problem to have it solved. And also they give them the qualities that can help them in their career and in their life as a whole by helping them or giving them the qualities that can help them communicate and collaborate with their colleagues and with their peers in future careers. And these are very important skills that must be acquired by students for every and each grade level. Okay, we're going to move to another question. Okay, what do the Common Core State Standards focus on? So the Common Core Standards focus on key concepts and skills rather than specific content. So here we focus on some skills, not a specific content. So and that's why there are so many textbooks that can be applied for many schools, but all of them must share and must apply some skills for each and every grade level. So regardless of the content, we focus here on, or the focus here is on some concepts and some skills. Okay, so giving teachers flexibility and in designing their curriculum while maintaining a consistent level of rigor. They also emphasize the integration of different subjects and the application of knowledge in real-world contexts. So, once more, the focus here is not on the content, but the focus on some skills that must be delivered to the students for each grade level. And also, those skills must ensure that those students have Those skills must convey a knowledge of real-world context that can help students solve and deal with any problems that they may face in life or in their future career. Okay, we're gonna move to another question, and the question here is, what do the standards cover? Okay, this is very important. So the standards cover a wide range of topics, including reading, writing, speaking and listening, language, mathematics, literacy in science, social studies, and technical subjects. They outline specific learning objectives and provide benchmarks for student achievement. So these standards can cover all the subjects, and there are some standard or some benchmarks that must be met by the end of every grade level. Okay. Also, another question here, or another note here, the Common Core State Standards are not a curriculum. Here, they are not a specific content. The focus here also is on the skills, not on the content. We can deliver the message by any means, but we must ensure that the message or the content must include some skills for every grade level, okay? Okay, here, it's important to note that the Common Core State Standards are not a curriculum, but rather a set of goals and expectations. Individual states and school districts are responsible for developing their own curriculum and instructional materials to be aligned with those standards. So you can design your course the way you like as a teacher or as a school, but you must consider delivering these skills, okay, that are suitable for each and every grade level, for each and every subject, okay? The development of the CCSS, or the Common Core State Standards. The Common Core State Standards were developed by education experts and stakeholders from across the United States, including teachers, administrators, and curriculum specialists. The development process involved extensive research, feedback, and revisions to create a comprehensive set of standards. So these standards are of a very high level and a very high standards that must be met. It is very important for them to be met because they are made by some experts in all fields that are related to the process of education. Okay. What do CCSS focus on? The standards focus on key skills and concepts that students should master at each grade level, and this is repeated because it is very important. So the standards focus on key skills and concepts that students should master at each grade level, rather than prescribing specific curriculum or textbooks. They emphasize critical thinking, problem solving, and analytical skills, as well as effective communication and collaboration. This is very important because of being repeated here. Okay, so the CCSS for English. So the CCSS for English, language arts, literacy, cover reading, writing, speaking and listening, and language. Language here means grammar. They outline the skills and knowledge that students should acquire in these areas, such as reading comprehension, writing arguments, and analyzing informational texts. So this is very important to be applied in English. The CCSS for mathematics. The CCSS for mathematics outline the mathematical knowledge and skills the students should develop from kindergarten through 12th grade. The students or the standards focus on conceptual understanding, procedural fluency, and problem-solving abilities across various mathematical domains. Alignment. The CCSS are designed to ensure vertical alignment, meaning that the skills and knowledge build upon each other as students progress through the grade levels. This allows for a coherent and logical progression of learning. So these skills must be built upon each other. Okay, so we cannot neglect any skills for any previous grade level. Those skills must be built upon each other, okay? And this is what we call alignment. Criticisms. There are some criticisms for the Common Core State Standards. So the Common Core State Standards have faced criticism from various groups, including lack of flexibility for teachers and students and the impact on curriculum and assessments. But this can be solved because we say that in spite of this criticism that consisting or being stick to some specific standards may let the teachers be able to not be able to be flexible in designing their courses, but this can be done by just focusing on the skills, and you can design your course the way you like as a teacher. So however, supporters argue that the standards provide a consistent benchmarks for students' achievement and better prepared students for college and career success. Okay? Remember, it's important to note that the implementation and interpretation of the Common Core State Standards can vary across different states and schools all over the world. Teachers and educators play a crucial role in translating the standards into effective classroom instructions or instruction that meet the needs of their students. So here, this is the solution to the previous criticism. So since we have some specific standards that must be met for each grade level, you can just consider applying and meeting these skills, but you can design your course the way you like, okay? According to the needs of your students as a teacher or as a school, okay? And thank you so much. And this was Gamal Hassan Ibrahim. Thank you so much.